Today, guys, we're going to talk about something super fun, because if you follow the channel, you know I am a Truggy guy. Truggies are some of my most favorite RC cars out there. And this Ofna Jammin X2, this is one of the best Truggies ever made. She's got a 70-75 chassis. This girl has an axial 28 RR in her. She's bump start. This thing flies. But this is not the focus of today's video. Today, we're going to play with the minis, the mini Truggies. The Ofna Jammin CRT.5s. These things are awesome little buggies. These things are a blast to play with, and as far as the mini Truggies, this is by far, in my opinion, the best. Look at that cute little baby bump box. But let me tell you a little bit about these three cars. This is the first one I've had. I had this one for about 2 years now. She's got a Jammin 12 in her. She's roto start. She flies, a lot of fun. This little puppy right here has got a SH12 in her. She's bump start. She runs good, but you know, she runs about the same as this guy, except a little harder to start. And this little psycho right here has a TZ18 bump started, and this thing is, I'm telling you what, when you fire this thing up on the bump box, you've got to warm the crap out of that thing. You got to loosen up that turbo plug, but this one, dare I say, is almost too much power. But today's focus is going to be this new in-box Jammin CRT.5, ready to rip Jammin products. And guys, I get it. Jammin, not doing this 20 years ago, doing it now. The word Jammin and even the word hot body is just, it took a while to get used to. It's kind of like the old school Nitro guys and the word bashing. Bashing is for electric. No, bashing is when you're not racing, not speed running, not crawling. If you're running through a field and doing jumps, guess what, guys? You are bashing. Let's get the lid up this thing and see what she looks like. So this rig came out of the Ricardo collection last year. There was a guy up in Orlando that had that massive hoard of new in-box Nitros that I got quite a bit out of. So now this box was sealed, but it was retaped. So I cut the tape, make sure everything here, because I don't want to open up the video and find out there's a brick inside here. But let's get this thing open up and see what $319 got us in 2008 from Superior Hobbies in Orlando. But everything more or less seems to be there. Owner's manual, 2007 catalog, sticker kits there, a bag of the gook, looks like we got some wheel hexes and some other stuff, body, fuel bottle. I got a few of these, retail, $3.95. I wonder if this came with it or did Ricardo just put this in the box. We got the wing, off the glow starter. Looks like we have an AM radio. And there is the car. Well, and she is still bolted down to the box. And there's the wheels. Let me go and get this thing out of the box, guys, get everything lined up. Looks like they're giving us, obviously, the truck and a pretty rough air filter. We've got the wheels. We got the wheel hexes, we got the antenna tube holder, but crazy thing is we're missing the antenna tube, no biggie. We got the glow plug, we got shock spacers, we got extra rod ends, we got an extra screw bag, we got servo horn adapters, we got the tool kit, a spare servo arm, more shock spacers, A, B, and C and D blocks, a little bit of hardware, of course the body, the bottle, the glow driver, the manual, the sticker kit, and the 2007 catalog, the radio, and the wing. And y'all guys want to see something cool? So I have not really worked out the relationship of this yet, but it says Hong Nor protective film, remove after painting, which you're not going to paint it because it's a white car, you're just going to put stickers on it. But Ofna was the distributor of Hong Nor back then. Now Habeo is the U.S. distributor of Hong Nor, and Hong Nor is still available now. We just had I think it was a Truggy, a Hong Nor just show up on A-Main for sale. And Hong Nor makes some good stuff. So I'm going to take a couple minutes, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put the wheels on this thing and see what she looks like. Look how wide this thing is. I mean, she's almost a perfect square. So I went ahead and, uncharacteristically of me, I went and read the instruction manual because there are these little black clips, and I have no idea what they fit. They're not in the instruction manual, so we're just going to do the right thing and chuck them. And I also learned that these aren't spare A, B, and C blocks. These are actually caster adjusters, and these are your alignment pills right here. And y'all missed it. I'm using my needle nose, right? So I'm trying to put the axle pins in, and ping! Lost one. Didn't even hear it fall. So I spent like 5 minutes hunting one down, but wheels are on. And if you guys are ever wondering how you get, and I actually had the conversation with Hybrid, last year, because I had one of these things, like, how did you get batteries and a radio in it? Well, it comes with AAA's and that big old AM radio. But what I did with all these other three, I managed to get hump packs in there with Fly Sky receivers, because the Fly Skies they're quite a bit smaller. All right, so let's get the wing on this thing. Batteries are in. Let's see if we have any electronics. Well, that sounds promising. I mean, this rig's what, 17 years old? Hang on, 07? Yeah, it's 19 years old, so. All right. Do we have any brakes? We have brakes that need adjustment, because when I'm off of it, now does this thing have throttle trim? There we go. There's a throttle trim. Brakes are good. Steering's in the right direction, but it looks like on this radio we got steering reverse, throttle reverse, steering trim, and throttle trim, and that's about it. And this is an old AM radio. And something I just noticed was kind of crazy. I think you guys can see that. She's got a center diff in her. Just kind of weird, and the center diff actually feels pretty good. So, kind of different, but I got the motor pretty warm. Let's go ahead and put some fuel in it. We're going to use our trusty Traxxas 33%, which I believe probably would have been the same day this car was bought. That is when Ricardo bought all that 33%, because again, I got 8 gallons, 2 down. I'm working on the 3rd gallon. Another weird thing is that there was an extra crush washer on the glow plug, and it is all kinds of janky. It's not even cut center, but it was on the plug that came with the car. And the actual package said Pico 21. Now, you guys are on a stand right now, so it might be a little bouncy, and I did bring a jumbo Kong, which the only practical use for a jumbo Kong is literally a car stand. So plug's tight, she's warm. Gap might be, let's go ahead and give it just a little bit more throttle gap. No, that ain't gonna work either. Let me go ahead and dump a little bit of this fuel out, because I think I went a little bit too hard, but let's see if I can do this without rocking you guys too bad. And that's kind of promising. I'm gonna give it just a little teeny tiny bit more. Remember, this is a 12, not a 46. One heat cycle through her for about 10 minutes. She went through about maybe half a tank. She ran a pretty consistent 200 degrees, so let's go ahead and cycle her one more time. She's been cooling down for about 20 minutes. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this thing does not suck. But then again, the other three that I have don't suck either, except for that black one with that TZ18 in it. That one's just a little bit on the crazy side. But man, I wish they still made these little Nitro minis. I was lucky enough, fortunate enough, that Ricardo had one of these in his collection when I met him. And that's how I wound up with this card. But guys, this is a great Nitro. This is a really great Nitro.